Slater was here. It was the first year we ever did the defer thing. And it was funny because we deferred.
And good evening and welcome to Bushnell-Prairie City High School for Week 1 high school football as the BPC Spartans will take on the Heat of West Central High School. Chris Frankhauser and Jeff Borders here in the Crow's Nest along with Miles Hulett. And we've got the coin toss going on down below. Looks like BPC won the toss. Deferred to the second half.
Well, unless they mess it up.
Just about 10 minutes away from kickoff here in Week 1. Still some discussions about where everything's going to, everybody getting the rust shaken off from the off season.
So they will receive defending the south end zone.
So BPC in the opening quarter going to go north to south. And Jeff, another season of high school football.
Yeah, Chris, this is it's like Christmas morning. It's Christmas Eve,
Yeah.
Christmas Day, New Year's Day all rolled into one here. We've and it's the first time we get to see each other in
Since last year.
46 weeks ago.
Something like that. Right as we're awaiting the BPC band to take the field for the national anthem this evening. Wait from them. Some changes at the top for BPC as a new head man in charge of the Spartans this year.
Actually, two
Yes,
new
co-head coaches this year.
Sat down with them on Tuesday, did a little interview. I think Dwayne was going to get it up on he was going to get the interview up. I'm not for sure. I didn't even look to see if he did or not. Sat down with those guys, and Coach Jacob Schisler going to be running the offense. This, of course, is his second year with the program. But Jacob, an area boy from, I believe he went to VIT High School. So, and Coach Corey Schwarz, fourth year at the program, will be co-coach, and in charge of the defense.
I'm going to step aside now for our national anthem. And the BPC band with our national anthem. As I said, we're down now to about just under 7 minutes before kickoff. And Jeff, I said before the anthem there, we were talking about the new co-coaches this year for the Spartans.
Yeah, of course, those that don't know, I think everyone, but at least you've been under that rock here for the last few months.
Right.
But Coach David Rodis went back to his alma mater, went back home to Lewiston, took over the program there, which will be the first year co-op with Lewiston and North Fulton as a football program. And, it made sense for Coach Rodis to go back over that way.
Yeah.
His kids are now old enough that they're in sports, and being a head football coach is a lot of time and a lot of time away from home. And,
Right.
and this lets him get back into the school where his kids are at and watch them grow and not miss out their sporting events.
Right. So wish Coach Aradas the best of luck this year as the LVC Miners start their football season tonight, I believe, at Havana. And, of course, a busy weekend, as we expect. Macomb and Rushville Industry tonight. That game, Dwayne Hulett, Kelly Sears will have that broadcast here on TSSR Game Time Live. And then West Prairie in action tomorrow.
Yeah, West Prairie, second year, 8-man football just like we are. Playoff team last year, and I know Coach Mack has some big plans for that team and hoping it can carry on what they started last year.
Yeah, both teams finishing up the year at 4-6, and we'll keep it here. That way, we're going to jump out for a commercial break, but I think we're going to get the Spartans onto the football field here. So, thank you again for tuning in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
Welcome to the field, your 2022 BPC Spartans.
Our Game Time Live presented by MDH Events Live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cool Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory.
And now I'm fired up, Chris. I'm ready to go.
All right. Well, you know what we're going to do? We are going to step aside for just a minute, and we'll be right here in just a moment at Bushnell-Prairie City High School.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School tonight, and a rematch of a game we saw. Was it week 4 last year, Jeff, or 3?
I thought it was week 3. I know we were undefeated going in. We won our first 2 games of the year, so I thought it was week 3 going in.
I think you are right. Week 3
was our first road game of the year.
Yes.
So was a game that I know we had high hopes going into, and I do believe the first play of game was a 90-yard touchdown for the Heat.
Yes.
The joke, maybe an inside joke. I'm gonna let it out. I'm gonna let the secret out. But I think the inside joke for the Spartans this week was, if we don't give up 90 yards on the first play, we're already doing better than we did last year. So the problem with that is, and I'm going to say that with a big plus on the problem, his name's he wears number 12. His name's Caden Drosty. We called his name a lot last year, and you're going to hear his name a lot tonight for the Heat. This kid is fast, he's shifty, and when he touches the ball, the end zone is his end result. And
every time you touch it, you're right.
He's not trying for the 1-2 yards. He's going for the end zone every single time.
And the Heat now coming to the field here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School. Pregame clock just about down to a minute to go. And of course, that was a game where maybe some things turned last year. The injury to Shane Shin kind of, I think, took some wind out of our sails there in that contest, and that happened early on. And as we said, BPC never able to recover. So the Spartans looking for maybe a little revenge tonight here to start off the 2022 campaign.
Spartans won the toss, and I think you covered this actually during the kickoff. I was talking with Coach Arnold and Mr. Sargent, who are going to be to our left, running the clock tonight. And so if I feel short, there's a reason for it. When I look to my left and I'm looking into his shoulder blade instead of the usual scorekeeper next to me. But so we are going to kick off after deferring. Won the toss.
Deferred to the second half.
Yep. So we were actually discussing how it was, I think my sophomore year was the first time we'd ever you either chose the ball or you chose to kick. There was no deferring, and one of the first times that we chose to defer, and the other coach is like, well, we want to kick. Well, he got to kick both times, because when you choose to kick after losing the toss and they defer, the other team gets to pick what they want in the second half. But we want you to kick again, so we got kicked off to twice that game.
It looks like number
Isaiah Stepson and number 12.
23, Isaiah Stepson, and the aforementioned number 12, Caden Darcy back for the Heat, back at about the 15-yard line.
Looks like number 26 for the Spartans. Helps if I get on the right roster. Where's that 22?
That looks like a 20.
I thought it was a 26, but
I think it's 22. No, it is 26.
nice line drive kick off the shoulder pads. It's going to be fielded at about the 15. He's going to bring it straight up the middle. Bounce off of one would-be tackler. Finally gets wrapped up by, I believe that was Ethan Pierce. Going to be drugged down at the 25-yard line. So that was 26 on the kick, and that is Francisco Galen Ardila.
So West Central's going to start off at 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Foreign exchange student doing the kicking duties there for the Spartans.
It's like an I formation.
Looks like a wing back out here to the near side. It's going to hand off up the middle. It's going to be the fullback, number 35 on the carry. Parker Meldrum on the carry. You're going to get a gain of,
About
call it 7.
22, Dalton Huffman on the stop for BPC.
Right to the line of scrimmage, 2nd and 3. Quarterback's going to keep it this time.
Number 8.
Number 8, Mason Carnes on the carry.
And it looks like he's got enough for a Heat first down out across the 35 to about the 36.
A gain of 4 on the play. Right back to the line of scrimmage. I formation. Going to be a toss sweep to Drosty this time. He's going to be wrapped up and brought down. Going to get a short gain of 2 for Drosty.
Ethan Pierce, 44 on that stop after the 2-yard gain.
Going to bring up a 2nd and 8 now for the Heat. Handoff up the middle is going to go nowhere this time. Number 35, Parker Meldrum on the carry. Going to spin forward for a gain of 1. It's going to bring up a 3rd and 7.
3rd and 7.
Clock down to 10:40 to play, just underway here in the opening quarter.
3rd and 7 here. I-back formation, 2 tight ends. Going to be a cross buck to the far side.
And
Drosty's going to break one.
Gone.
He is gone. That is going to be a 60-yard run.
Drop to the ball carrier.
I called it a cross buck, but it's a cross counter action there in the backfield. Fullback goes one way, running back goes the other, and Drosty goes 60 yards for the touchdown. So at the 10:23 mark, two-point conversion attempt. Going to be a direct snap to Drosty in the backfield. He's going to take it off the right side and be in for the 2-point conversion.
Point after attempt is
So
good.
at 10:23 to play here in the opening quarter, it's a 8-0 lead for West Central. We'll be back in just a moment.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and they care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
Like a huge weight lifted.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
12 o'clock start time. Boys.
Welcome back here to Bushnell-Prairie City High School. 8-0 lead for West Central. 60 yards on the touchdown run and 2-point conversion for the man we were talking about a lot in the pregame show.
Mason Carr is going to kick
Heath's
forward.
got the ball teed up here on the 40-yard line near hash mark.
That Carnes, I believe.
Looks like Lane Huffman, the lone setback for the Spartans. It's going to bounce at about the 15. Lane's going to take it on that one bounce. He's going to bring it near side. Huge hole here on the near side for Lane Huffman. He's going to try to make one guy miss, and the kicker and number 3, Bryce Bigger, saved the touchdown as Huffman brings it all the way back into Heat territory, all the way down to the Heat 41-yard line.
Well, that's you want a response, and you got a response out of Lane Huffman, and the Spartans set up excellent field position at the Heat 41-yard line. And we'll see the offense for the first time for the BPC Spartans.
One setback, 2 wide receivers, one far side, one near side. Powell in the shotgun. He's going to hand off, fake the handoff, going to throw it near side. It's going to be caught by number 16. Is that Link?
Sean Link.
Sean Link on the reception. Number 16, Sean Link on the reception.
Called about 8.
Gain of 8 for the Spartans.
So that sets up a 2nd down and 2 for BPC.
We'll say it's a long 2.
Yeah, that down marker is more like about the 2nd and 3.
Same formation. This time going to hand it off to Lane Huffman up the middle. Lane's going to get close to the first down. We'll see where they mark it.
Close to the first down marker.
Give Lane a gain of 2. It's going to bring up a 3rd and inches now for the Spartans. 9:34 and counting here in the first quarter. Scores 8-0 as the Heat scored on the opening possession of the contest. Spartans here trying to answer back. Handoff up the middle with Lane. He's going to get hit in the backfield, though, as his blocker drove all the way into the backfield, and he ran into the back of him. He's going to lose about 4.
3 or 4. Yeah, that play is kind of slow developing. Lead blocker, as you said, 21 there on the play. Evan Pierce, he kind of got bottled up, and that just bottled up the play from there.
Unfortunately, Pierce got drove back into the backfield, like we said, and kind of messed the timing of that play up. But 4th and call it 4 here for the Spartans, going for it. Going to fake the handoff. Ben's going to roll outside, going to look over the middle. He's got a receiver. Oh! Link was the intended receiver once again, and I think number 35.
Colton Fletcher, 18, actually, there on the coverage. I think got a finger or a hand on it enough to kind of change the trajectory of the football there, and Link not able to come down with a catch, so turnover on downs to the Heat.
So 1st and 10 now for the Heat. Ball on their own 35-yard line. I backfield for the Heat. Got option play out here to the near side to Drosty. He's going to make one guy miss and finally get knocked out of bounds. Number 12 is going to get a gain of about 7 for the Heat.
Nate Kramer, 54 on the stop for the Spartans.
Oh, they actually marked it back further than what I gave him. I said a gain of 7.
More like a
gain of 6, but that's all right. We'll
take it.
We can make that stat up later. Going to be the counter play once again to Drosty out the far sideline. He'll have enough for a first down. Gets outside, and Ben Powell finally knocks him out. And we got a flag back here. First flag of the contest, first flag of the season.
I think that may be on West Central. Way after the
holding.
That was pretty late back behind the play. Like, well, I don't think you can call it on BPC because there was no blue jerseys anywhere where that flag was thrown.
No loss of down.
So still 2nd down.
Yep. So it'll be a spot foul, mark it back 10. So it'll end up being 2nd down, and I think
about to the original line of scrimmage. Looks like it.
Yeah, they went. So it's going to be 2nd and 10 still.
5-yard penalty.
Handoff to, is that Drotsky this side? It is.
Drotsky the ball carrier.
Going to get a gain of 5 on that play. It'll bring up a 3rd and 5 for the Heat.
Kramer and number 3, Jalen Conley on the stop for the Spartans. Thanks again for tuning in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH.
I backfield for the Heat here on 3rd and 5. Spartans did a very good job right there as they fell for that a lot of times last year and jumped off sides. Kept their position that way. Now it's going to be an option. Quarterback's going to bring it back middle. He's going to get a gain of 7.
Mason Carnes with the keeper.
Number 8 Carnes on the carry. Give him a gain of 7 and a first down.
Kramer again on the stop for BPC. Clock down to 7:30 to go. Opening quarter, 8-0 lead for the Heat.
Quarterback right up the middle on the option this time. Going to get brought down, but after a gain of about 6, it looks like, for Carnes.
Tanner Pierce on the stop, 42.
For Carnes.
Going to bring up a 2nd and 4, it looks like, here for the Heat.
And we're going to get a false start on West Central.
Yeah, he's looking for a number. The official on that side is.
Penalty marker.
Offsides on the defense.
Okay.
So someone was lined up in the neutral zone.
That's going to be enough for a first down for the Heat.
Yep, 5-yard penalty. Be an automatic first, well, not automatic, but a first down because of the yardage. Moves the ball down to the 43-yard line of the Spartans. Brings up 1st and 10 now for the Heat.
1st and 10.
Hand off to the fullback, and he's going to break one tackle. That's
hanging on for dear life there, Nate Kramer. 35.
Number 5, Brock Beekman on the tackle on that one.
Tackled by number 5, Brock Beekman.
Officials timeout for water break. 6:36 to play here in the opening quarter. Thanks again for tuning in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We're also brought to you by the Raritan State Bank. Bushnell branch located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell. They offer full-service banking and loan services for all your banking needs. Come visit the bank at friendly service or call them at 309-772-2345. Good luck, Spartans. Bushnell Bank Center is an equal housing lender and member FDIC. We're also brought to you by King Family Chiropractic. With locations in Bushnell and Macomb, they support the Bushnell-Prairie City Athletics. They offer office hours in Macomb Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and Bushnell Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. To set an appointment, call 309-837-MY-DC. That's 6932. They also perform DOT and CDL physicals for just $85.
Also over by the concession stand, the cheerleaders are having a bake sale.
Again, 8-0 the score, 6:36 to play here in the opening quarter.
Bake sale.
Out of the officials' timeout, West Central will have it 1st and 10 at about the 31-yard line of BPC.
No, when they play on this one. Yep. So I-back formation once again here for the Heat. Going to be an option to the right. Nice play there by Dalton Huffman to get him in the backfield, but not able to wrap him up. Almost looked like he's trying to strip the ball from him more than go for the tackle, but Drosky's going to get a gain of, let's see what they're marking. Give him a gain of 6.
6-yard gain for Drosky.
Gain of 6 for Drosky.
Okay. So 2nd and 4.
Counter here near side to Drosky. He's going to try to bounce it outside. Conley and Chase. Finally knocked out of bounds by number 8, Ben Powell.
It's going to be down near the 10-yard line. Mark it about the 11, 12-yard line.
Trying to remember where the ball was at.
Clock stop was 6 minutes to play. First quarter.
Wide receiver spread out this time. Going to be a quarterback keeper up the middle. And he's just going to pick his way through. Nice big hole there for him. Misdirection got the Spartans going one way, and number 8 on the carry. And the touchdown.
So that'll make it a 14-0 lead for West Central. 5:54 to play here in the opening quarter.
Two-point conversion is good.
Conversion by Varsity with 5:54 remaining.
Drosty in for the two-point conversion.
16.
And that will make it a 16-0 lead for BPC. And score coming with 5:54 to play here in the opening quarter. And we're going to step aside and we'll be back here in just a moment.
I chose physical therapy because I knew I wanted to be in the healthcare field. I wanted to be able to help patients in some way related to more in depth. We get to know our patients, and that's really what kind of sets us apart.
And we're back here to Bushnell-Prairie City High School. Thanks again for tuning in to TSSR Game Time Live.
Mason Carnes set the kick for the Heat.
Carnes is going to tee the ball up for the Heat on the 40-yard line here on the near hash mark. Back deep, Huffman for the Spartans. If I'm the Heat, I'm not kicking it to him.
No, probably not after what we saw. The first.
I'm gonna squib it right over there in the 40-yard line, that big open hole.
And that's what they tried to do. It's going to go out of bounds.
Kickoff goes out of bounds for
about the 30.
So they'll get the ball about 5 yards in front of that on the 35-yard line. And Spartans will take over 1st and 10, ball on their own 35.
It's down 16-0. Second opportunity for BPC.
I guess they could make them re-kick, but.
Right, you have the option, I believe, of doing so, but it looks like BPC is just going to take it at the 35.
Yeah, if it goes out of bounds.
Now,
kickoff went out of bounds.
Interesting.
Yeah, they set it at about the 36.
They actually put 5 yards from where it went out of bounds, where it should be just at the 35, but it could be a rule change this year I don't know about.
Yeah, who knows?
Powell takes the snap, going to fake the handoff to Huffman, and Powell's going to keep it up the middle. Ben Powell going to get a gain of about 1, maybe 2. We'll see where they spot it.
Tackled by number 23, Isaiah Stepson.
Yep, called a gain of 1, so 2nd and 9. 5:35 to play here in the opening quarter. 16-0 lead for the Heat.
One wide receiver to the far side for the Spartans. Being a drop back, he's going to look to throw. He's going to throw it far sideline and overthrew his would-be receiver and Link.
Colton Fletcher nearly with an interception on the far sideline, so it'll be 3rd down and 8 for BPC. Clock's.
That was the 3rd time he's thrown for Link tonight. So here a big 3rd down for the Spartans. 2 wide receivers. They're going to give the handoff to Lane. He's going to spin it forward. He's going to get a gain of about 3, but he's going to be brought down. It's going to bring up a 4th and call it 5 for the Spartans.
4th and 5.
Clock down to 4:30 to play here in the opening quarter. 16-0 lead for the Heat of West Central.
Offense is going to stay on the field here on 4th down. And someone's taking a timeout.
I've yet to see an official signal.
Officials timeout.
Another official's timeout. Nope. I thought it was BPC.
I did too, but. So timeout here, 4:18 remaining in the first quarter. Score 16-0. Heat on top of your host Spartans.
We're brought to you by Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell. For over 100 years, Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell has been servicing the local community's needs for personal and business banking, as well as home and agricultural lending and its trust department. Stop by the main branch at 44 East Main Street or their drive-up facility on Cool Street to learn more. Farmers and Merchant is a member FDIC and equal housing lender. We're also brought to you by Webb Family Farms. They've been growing corn, soybeans, and Spartans for 5 generations. Nathan, Lisa, Jamie, Cyrus, Terry, and Linda wish all BPC athletes good luck this season. So out of the timeout, 4th and 5 for BPC. It looks like the punt team now on for the Spartans.
Low snap. Plenty of time, though. High end over end kick. Going to bounce at the about the 36 and take a Spartan bounce down to about the 33-yard line.
Kramer will be down there to down it for BPC.
Punt stops at about the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Heat.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Heat from their own 32-yard line.
Timeout taken by the Heat this time. So 4:07 on the clock. Timeout taken by the Heat here. 16-0 in the first quarter.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and they care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
like a huge weight lifted.
Welcome back here to Bushnell-Prairie City High School. 16-0 the score. 1st and 10 for the Heat here after the punt by the Spartans. Going to be a handoff right up the middle. That is number 35, Meldrum on the carry. 35, as Sarge says, up to the 35. A gain of 3.
Parker Meldrum with the carry, 3-yard gain. 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 now for the Heat. Counter to the far side with Drosty. He's going to break one tackle and get wrapped up and just drove into the ground.
Number 5, Brock Beekman.
Beekman coming over there. And I tell you what, in the coach's interview, they said that he's a hitter. And he showed it right there. It's going to bring up a 3rd down after the gain of 4.
4-yard gain
for Drotsky.
Clock down to 3:10 to play here in the opening quarter. 16-0 lead for West Central.
3rd and 3 now. Quarterback's going to keep it up the middle. He's going to get hit, fight his way forward. He's going to have enough for the 1st down. Trying to see who that was that hit him. I think it was Kramer that hit him first. Just couldn't keep his momentum going backwards, but give him a gain of 3 and a 1st down for the Heat. Carnes hands off to Drosky near side, and he just follows these blockers. That's an offensive face mask there. Drosky's going to have a gain of about 15.
Pass the 1st down marker.
Going to drop back, look to pass this time, wide open in the flat, and it's going to be caught by Meldrum. And Beekman's going to have the tackle, but it's going to be a gain of
43 down to about the 20.
a gain of about 18, it looks like.
Another West Central first down. Clock stopped as they change to 47 to play.
Going to be an option near side. It's going to be a pitch to Drotsky. He's going to make an end fake on Powell. Make another win on Beekman and in for the touchdown. 24-yard run for Drotsky in the touchdown.
So that makes it a 22-0 lead for West Central. 2:33 to play. First quarter.
Drotsky walks in for the conversion.
She's going to walk in, so that makes it now 24-0 in favor of West Central, and we'll be back in just a moment.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and they care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
Like a huge weight lifted.
Carnes at the kick for the Heat.
Welcome back to Bushnell-Prairie City High School.
Your Spartans.
I'm going to guess once again, Chris, they're not going to kick it anywhere near Lane.
As Lane Huffman back deep for BPC. Carnes with it teed up for the Heat.
Well, that's going to take a bounce to Lane. He's going to pick it up at about the 20-yard line, bring it near sideline. Going to cut it inside, break a couple tackles, and then run into another guy, but going to get the return up to about the 40-yard line.
Notice that time, Jeff, that
good job, Sarge.
Huffman had scooted up a little bit more this time, and I don't know if West Central saw that.
Well, and I also think that he was probably told, don't kick it out of bounds. Let's give ourselves a chance, but unfortunately that ball bounced right to Lane, who, as you said, had scooted up, so combination of both factors there. And
so it'll be 1st and 10 for BPC at their own 40 with 2:25 to play here in the first quarter.
Ben Powell, the lone man in the backfield at shotgun. He's going to drop back, look to pass. He's going to pull it down. He's going to decide to run. He's got a lot of running room on the far sideline.
He's
got a first down and more. He's down the far sideline still. Finally knocked out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. 35 yards for Ben Powell.
Drost on the touchdown, saving stop, out of bounds. Drosty. So 1st and 10, BPC from the Heat 25-yard line.
So Spartans for the second time get down here into the Heat side of the field. You're going to spread the field out once again. Ben Powell, the lone setback in the shotgun. He's going to bring it, roll near side. He's going to drop back. It's going to be a screen pass over the middle. It's going to be completed to number 42 for the Spartans.
Tanner Pierce.
Tanner Pierce on the catch, number 42. It's only get a short gain of 2, though.
How kind of a dangerous, because the defensive back, I mean, that got there at the right time because about another second more. And I think that pass is either broken up or possibly intercepted going the other way.
I think Ben wanted to get outside, too, but just didn't have the end pressure was just too good. 2nd and 8 now. Going to be a handoff to Lane Huffman. He's going to spin off the would-be tackle. Ball comes out and is going to be
They're going to call the ground. I haven't seen an official.
They're not marking it. He's marking it where Lane was on the ground. So
He takes the ball out.
West Central thinks they came up with the football, but we haven't seen anything from the officials yet. And it is going to be Heat.
Wow.
football.
So it's going to be a fumble by Huffman there. I thought he was on the turf, and
I
this
did too.
official down here was marking it where he was at in the turf, but after a little short conversation, they decide that it is a fumble, and it's going to be Heat football at the Spartan 19-yard line.
1:18 to play, first quarter.
Going to roll out to look for a pass here. Going to throw out in a flat, wide open receiver.
Catch by
number 3.
Bryce Bigger.
Bryce Bigger, number 3 on the reception. Gain of about 10.
With the tackle.
Oh, correction, gain of 8.
8-yard gain on the pass.
Quickly to the line,
right
the
to
Heat.
the, yeah, so right to the line of scrimmage they go. I think it's going to be a quarterback this time. Bigger, he still has it. He's going to have enough for a Heat first down. He's going to be across the 35 to about the 36-yard line.
Mason Carnes there. That play looked a little confusing in the backfield because
gain of 8.
Couldn't quite tell if Carnes was going to keep it or hand it off.
Going to be a wow. Drosty just broke 4 tackles at one time. Finally gets brought down. 27.
Yes, and Beekman on the stop.
27-yard carry for Drotsky.
The chains weren't set. Central a little too fast to the line that time as the chains on the far side were not set.
Now he's saying start the clock. Nice job by Pierce right there as they're going to run the option play. Number 44, though, Ethan Pierce shoots right through the gap. It's going to be a loss of 2 for Carnes.
That'll set up a 2nd and 12 with 10 seconds left. I don't believe we're going to have another play this quarter. So at the end of 1, it'll be West Central on top of BPC 24-0.
Bushnell-Prairie City Spartans.
We'll be back in just a moment.
I became a nurse practitioner because I wanted to do more, I wanted to learn more, actually have more hands-on individually with patients. The rewarding part for me is that I get to come to work and learn something new every single day.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today, and make your voice heard.
Back here to Bushnell-Prairie City High School as we start quarter number 2 with the Heat on top, 24-0.
2nd and 12 for the Heat after the big stop by Ethan Pierce in the backfield for the Spartans. It's going to be a counter play to Drotsky, far sideline, and he just follows his blockers, and he's just going to start the second quarter like he has pretty much done the whole first quarter.
Touchdown for West Central.
38-yard run.
That score coming in with 11:50 to play here in the opening half.
Two-point conversion, going to be direct snap once again to Drosty, and this time they shoot the gap, but
stays on his feet.
Unable to tackle, and there's no other pursuit as Dalton Huffman gets in there and makes the initial contact. There was nobody else to come help him clean it up.
BPC 0.
So that makes it a 32-0 lead for West Central. 11:50 to go here in the first half, and we'll be back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School in just a moment.
I became a nurse practitioner because I wanted to do more, I wanted to learn more, actually have more hands-on individually with patients. The rewarding part for me is that I get to come to work and learn something new every single day.
September 1st.
And we're back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School.
Home versus West Central.
32-0 lead for the West Central Heat.
Carnes has the ball teed up on the 40-yard line. Lane Huffman back deep once again for the Spartans. Little squib kick, going to be fielded by number 21. He's going to try to take it to the far side of the field. And Chris, I don't know how many times we've said this, but on a kickoff, if you're going side to side, you're not going anywhere. You have to turn up the field.
That was 21 Evan Pierce on the return for BPC.
When you've got a kid named Drosty on the other side, you're not outrunning him to the sideline.
No.
So 1st and 10 for the Spartans, ball on their own 30-yard line. Shotgun formation for Powell. 3 wide receivers near side. And we're going to have I think.
Yep, too many players on the field.
Too many men on the field for the Spartans.
Now they got the right personnel on the field. Ben's going to take the snap, going to look near side under pressure, going to fire it underneath, just overthrew a wide open Dalton Huffman.
So that'll stop the clock with 11:35 to play.
Second and 15.
Stop the clock.
2nd and 15. 32-0 lead for West Central here in the opening half.
2 wide receivers. Lane Huffman in the backfield with Ben Powell. Going to be a fake handoff. Going to throw out here to the near sideline. Going to be caught by Link, but he's going to be drugged down right after he catches it.
Gain of maybe 2, maybe a yard.
Number 18, Colton Fletcher.
A gain of 1.
Yeah, they did move the down marker about a yard.
Bring up.
About 14.
So 3rd and 14. 11 minutes to play here in the opening half.
Third and 14 for the Spartans. 2 wide receiver set. Going to fake the handoff to Huffman. Going to try to get it outside, but he's going to just throw it away, and it's going to be Meldrum on the interception, and he's going to run it in. I think I got knocked out of bounds.
About the 2-yard line.
On the interception.
I think that was Huffman, Lane Huffman on the stop on the interception.
1st and goal for the Heat.
this has a potential making it a 40-point game, and
Right.
if we don't get some points on the board before halftime, this will be a running clock in the second half.
Yes, it will. So it'll be first and goal for West Central. They marked it at the 3.
I mean, this is nothing more than an extra point for them, and they've been
Right.
successful in all their extra points. So direct snap to Drosky and let him run it in like they have.
Nothing
I guess.
fancy.
Quarterback's going to keep it,
Carnes.
and Carnes is going to be in on a 3-yard run for the touchdown.
Carnes gets into the end zone for the PAT.
So that make it a 38-0 lead. 10:42 to play here in the first half.
Direct snap to Drosky. He's going to run it off the right side and in untouched. That will make it 40-0.
10:42 remaining in the first half.
So with 10:42 to play here in the first half, it is a 40-0 lead. We'll be back here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We're back here at BPC High School. Thanks for tuning in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We're also brought to you by Heil Enterprise Prizes and Heil Trucking. They can take your product down the road, near or far, and also offer top-notch heavy-duty truck and trailer repair. Second-generation business continues to grow and continues to support BPC athletics. Stop by and see Danny or Travis on Route 41 south of Prairie City, or give them a call at 309-775-3333.
Number 8, Mason Carnes.
Carnes
Teeing
teeing the ball up for the Heat, and Lane Huffman back deep once again for the Spartans. It's going to be almost an onside kick. You got to
penalty marker down.
Not for sure what the
signal was. The ball didn't. We didn't switch the ball out. We're not sure either, Sarge. We're completely lost.
I hope if they take this time right now that the coaches to tell their upmen, you got to catch that.
Yeah.
You can't let that take that. That's a live ball. But
while they're talking it over with Coach Kirby on the far side, we can tell you about M&B Furniture, Bushnell's only furniture store. M&B is a mainstay in the community and offers free delivery within 40 miles. For everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one, stop and see the fine folks at 481 West Main Street, or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or the web at www.mbfurnitureiinc.com. You can also go call 309-772-2111.
Okay, so they're calling an illegal procedure against the Heat.
So move it back 10.
No, 5.
5 yard, you're right. Back from the 40 to 35.
So I'm not really for sure where the illegal procedure was. Maybe one of the guys took off before the kicker did, because he has to move first. So now it's just a squib kick, and it's going to come out of bounds. So that should be placed right there at the spot, unless
44-yard line.
I'm not for sure how this works now. The Spartans will have the ball. We'll see. I guess you could always take the penalty and make them kick it again. Each time you've gotten better field position.
Right.
So the officials play hot potato with the ball and throw it between all three of them. Illegal procedure.
And a mark it.
They're going to mark it from the
penalty marker. Illegal procedure is the call against the Heat.
They're going to add 5 yards to where they say the ball went out of bounds, even though the ball went out of bounds
inside the 45.
Right.
Ball went out of bounds just beyond the 50-yard line.
So first and 10, Spartan ball on the Heat 47-yard line.
10:42 to play. First half.
At about the 47-yard line.
Powell's going to take the snap, going to fake the handoff. Probably should have gave the handoff on that one. And Kramer did a good job on that one there as Ben had lost his footing. Kramer literally carried him back to the line of scrimmage.
The runner.
Yeah, yeah.
Got him back to the line. That saved about a loss of about 4 possibly on the play and turned actually into, I'm going to say no gain.
No gain.
That down marker did not move, but heck of a heads-up play there by Nate Kramer.
Yeah. Fakes the handoff again. Nice little screen pass to Huffman. He's going to try to make something happen.
There you go.
Going to take it to the far side of the field. He's got one man to beat. Made a little stop and go on him. Gets wrapped up. He's going to have a gain of a completion of about 8 yards to Lane Huffman.
8-yard gain for Huffman.
So it looks like it's going to be a 3rd and 3. They marked it as a 7-yard completion, but we'll just leave it at what we got.
10 minutes to play here in the opening half.
Ball spotted at the 40.
Bushnell-Prairie City looking for their second first down of the contest here. Ben's going to drop back under pressure. Going to throw it over middle to Dalton. Dalton Huffman's going to stiff arm the would-be tackler and get brought down, but he's going to have a gain of about 8 and a first down for Dalton Huffman.
Down to about the Heat 32-yard line.
So he's catching, and then you throw the completion down here.
9:35 to play, first half. Going to be a single receiver, Sean Lane. No, 2 receivers, Lane Huffman and Link to the far side. Ben Powell out of the shotgun.
Led Dalton just a little bit too much on that one.
Foul pass a little wide for number 22.
That's so far, Jeff. That has kind of been our. I mean, we've not had a whole lot of luck running the football tonight, but that drop back and what some of the defenders come back has opened up some holes in the middle of the field. To let, we've had a couple of good completions here on this drive.
And what that will do, I say later on, but we need yards now, as that's going to bring the guys up to try to cover that and leave the deeper routes open next. Oh, Lane tried to run before he caught that one. Little screen pass to Lane Huffman, and he did too. He watched the ball come to his hands, and you could see his head turn.
And I'm not so sure that maybe that ball looked like maybe it went through the hands of 42. Tanner Pierce, I don't know if it maybe changed just enough. Kenny's sitting up here telling me no.
I'm going to say Lane turned his head
out. Kenny's agreeing with you back here.
Powell going to drop back and throw near sideline to Dalton, and Dalton was trying to keep his feet in bounds. That's going to look like he tried to short arm catch that, but he was right on the sidelines.
Yep.
That's going to bring up a 4th and 10 now for the Spartans.
Clock stopped with 9:05 to play.
What I was going to say was, even if that ball was tipped, Lane's head wasn't turned to see.
Right.
So 4th and 10 here for the Spartans. Shotgun formation, 2 wide receivers. Fake the handoff, going to roll out to the right. Going to have a holding call.
Yep. Oh.
And there's going to be a...
No flag on that.
the ball carrier.
I can't tell if there's a flag on the field up there or not where that official's
Two flags
standing.
in the backfield.
There's two back here for holding,
Right.
and I'm not for sure if there's one for the tackle around the neck. So we might have offsetting penalties. There is a flag up there where the tackle was. So holding on the offense.
I don't think they threw a flag on the tackle.
Holding is the call against BPC.
No,
Declined.
no, there's only one penalty. They just called the holding penalty, nothing on the tackle.
And
They're
decline
going
the
to
penalty.
decline the penalty, be 1st and 10 for the Heat. Ball on their own 32-yard line.
Turnover on down, 1st and 10 for the Heat.
I think we're going to have a illegal procedure here on
Before the
number
snap.
3.
Flag down. False start, West Central.
Yep. 5-yard penalty, bring up a 1st and 15 now for the Heat.
5-yard mark off.
Ball back to the 21-yard line.
8:56 to play.
Going to roll out near side, look to pass, get a little pump on a wheel action. He's got a wide open receiver. Beekman, the lone man, he stepped out of bounds 3 times.
Stepped out back.
They're going to get him on the second step out of bounds.
Inside the BPC 30 at the 28.
We're going to have a roughing the passer on the
BPC.
Spartans. So we're going to tack another 15 on to the end of that play. So from the it was from the 21 to the 29.
Bigger stepped out of bounds at near the 29-yard line.
Then they're marking the roughing the passer penalty, half the distance.
1st and 10, West Central.
Yeah, 51 on the completion.
And mark it at the 15 with the penalty.
So 51-yard pass completion, then tack on 15 for the roughing the passer. It's going to bring up a 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line.
8:46 to play, first half. West Central on top, 40-0.
Drotsky on the counter. He just sits back there and dances
Yep.
and waits.
Goes through the ball carrier.
Might have a holding penalty here against the
Kramer with
Heat.
stop. Penalty marker down.
Holding against the Heat.
Holding against the Heat.
So a 1st and almost 20, about 1st and 18 it looks like. Going to throw one for the back of the end zone. Is going to fall incomplete. Had a wide open receiver there in the back of the end zone.
Pass intended for Isaiah Stetson.
So bring up a 2nd and 17 now for the Heat. Clock stops on the incomplete pass. Going to be option. Quarterback's going to keep it. And I don't.
Carnes, the ball carrier,
You can tell that he's upset with himself. He had the quarterback wrapped up and then just let him go.
Dalton Huffman also on the stop for the Spartans.
Carnes is going to go for a gain of
About 8.
almost 10.
Yeah, ball marked at about the 13.
Takes the ball
I mean, it was 2nd and 17, and it's 3rd and 7, so a gain of 10 for
Yep.
Carnes on that one. That's if you trust the scorekeeper's yard putting.
No promise. And now a flag again from the back judge.
Penalty marker.
Delay game.
Game on the heat.
That's 5-yard mark off, so it'll bring up a 3rd and, what do you say, Sarge, 12?
Maximum 5 yards. 3rd and 12.
Option, pitch outside. Conley forcing back inside, just no one there to, just not real good defensive pursuit. This is going to be a gain of
13.
More than that, gain of 15.
Dalton Huffman and number 3, Jalen Conley.
Dalton Huffman and Jalen Conley on the stop.
1st and goal from the 5-yard line for the Heat.
So a 1st and goal. Clock down to stopped at 7:41 to play, first half.
Wow, there's
another penalty marker.
That official just walked right up in the center of the field and just threw the flag.
Something on the sideline? Or wave it off?
Flag is picked up.
He was all emphatic about it, too.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, well, never mind. Counter play to Drosty once more, and he is in for the touchdown on the 5-yard run.
That'll make it 46-0, 7:36 to play.
I was going to say, there should be a lot of flags there. That ball hasn't even snapped yet.
False start on the Heat.
So moving back 5 yards, it'll be PA attempt from the 8-yard line. Probably just run the same play, just a direct snap. Why not?
It's worked pretty well tonight.
Oh, nope. But roll out, look to pass. Ball on the ground.
Jalen Conley on the
ground.
Defensive pressure there, knocked the ball out. So the 2-point conversion is no good. 7:36 to play here in the first half. 46-0 lead for the West Central Heat, and we'll be back in just a moment.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
And welcome back to Bushnell-Prairie City High School. TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH, also brought to you by the Sports Corner at 124. Comes original local sports bar, a Sports Corner at 124 with a focus on local sports. Catch WI games and all the area TSSR Game Time Live broadcasts at Sports Corner at 124. All while enjoying your favorite cold drink and some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop by and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb.
13 carries, 214 yards here in the first half for Drosty.
That's not too bad a game.
Squib kick near side. Going to be covered up by, I think that's
Evan Pierce.
I was going to say, I think that's one of the Pierces.
Kickoff is down.
So BPC will have it first and 10 from their own 43.
Wide receiver far side. Ben in the shotgun. Going to hand it off. Nope, going to keep it up the middle. Ben's going to have a nice gain of about 9 yards for Ben Powell.
Cody Wade, 81 on the stop for the Heat.
Second and 1.
Clock down to 7:05 to play first half.
Wide receiver near side. Huffman the lone setback with Powell in the shotgun. Fake the handoff again. Powell's going to keep it far side, cut it back inside. Another nice gain here for Ben. He's got a gain of a...
Ball came out. Let's see.
Believe.
Say no. I think they're going to say it down.
I thought Dalton Huffman recovered it either way. So it's going to be enough for a first down and a gain of about 7 for Ben Powell.
Ball nose of the football right at about the Heat 40-yard line.
So I think that's only the Spartans' third first down here in the first half. 2 wide receivers set this time. Handoff to Lane Huffman. He's going to bounce it outside. He's got some running room. Splits a few defenders. Down the near sideline. Finally brought down at about the 5-yard line, but a gain of about 35 yards for Lane Huffman.
Nice run. Biggest run of the night. Offensive play of the night for BPC on that one.
Yeah, between the run from Ben Powell and that one, Ben's run earlier was about 35 yards as well. So
it's a couple big runs, and now a nice run from Huffman. And going to a timeout to West Central. So 6:23 to play here in the first half. BPC will have it first and goal from the Heat 5 when we are coming back.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and they care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan.
So as a keeper by Ben Powell is, we'll blame the producer on that one for not getting us back in time. But Ben Powell in for the first score for the Spartans, 5-yard run.
That'll make it 46-6.
Well, the 2-point conversion will make it not a running clock right now. Snap to Ben Powell. Quick throw out to the flat. Huffman caught it, but I don't think he got in.
I don't think he got in, nope.
He was hit just short of the line.
2-point conversion is no
So
good.
with 6:19 to play first half, 46-6 in favor of the Heat from West Central. Good Hope Gardens, located at 445 East Main Street in Good Hope, just east of the North Elementary School. Open April through October, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Saturday, 10 to 4. For all your fresh produce needs, be sure to follow their Facebook page for daily updates. Currently, they have pumpkins and other fall goodies available. Grover and Mary Jo to counter, and family invite you to Good Hope Gardens Come see where it's grown. Also brought to you by Rosie's Pizza. They offer something for everyone with pasta, sandwiches, and, of course, pizza. Dine in or carry out at 458 East Main Street in Bushnell. They also deliver to Good Hope, Adair, and all points in between. For delivery, call 309-772-2101.
September 10th at Porta. September 24th at Monmouth Roseville. And September 27th.
46-6 the score here from Bushnell-Prairie City High School. Opening night of the 8-man football season is the visiting Heat on top of your Spartans. BWP finally getting on the board here towards the middle of the second quarter. I tell you what, Chris, this first half has been going on forever. We're already an hour, almost hour 10 in the game, and we've still got 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter.
Taking the ball up for the Spartans.
8-man football is supposed to be a fast game.
This one's not
This
shaping
is not.
up as much.
Ardilla to do the kicking for the Spartans.
Trosty and
nice line drive kick. Going to go right between the wickets of the would-be bringer of the kick returner.
Stevenson.
Finally gets brought down. Some extracurricular stuff going on afterwards over on the far side.
Beekman and Zach Smith for West Central there on that.
First and 10 for the Heat.
Stuff away from the play.
So 1st and 10, ball on the 34-yard line.
Carnes with a handoff. And he touched one man, and that's going to be number 35.
Meldrum.
That's going to be 66-yard touchdown run. That's going to make it a 52-6 lead for West Central.
You know, if I'm not mistaken, Chris, I think last year this game was out of hand, and they still had the starters in. Like third and fourth quarter, we were still calling Drosty's name, and they had another running back too. I don't remember.
Direct snap. And he's just going to walk into the end zone.
Drosty scampers in for the PAT. 6 minutes left in the first half. West Central Heat.
So that makes it a 54-6 lead. 6 minutes to play here in the contest. We'll keep it right here and tell you about the Community News Brief. For all your local news, subscribe to the Community News Brief Weekly Edition mailed directly to your home every Friday. As an option, you can also receive Monday and Wednesday editions by email. All this for only $42 per year or $38 per year if you're 65 or older. Single copies can be purchased at select locations in Bushnell, Colchester, and Blandonsville, and also brought to you by, of course, main sponsor, Medina District Hospital. Thank you for voting MDH Rehabilitation Center as best of the best in Medina County. Let their experience and dedicated sports medicine and rehab staff show you why MDH has been voted best of the best in 2017, 18, 19, and again in 2020. 3 convenient locations to serve you, 2 in Macomb and 1 in Bushnell. 6 minutes to go, 54-6 lead for West Central.
Carnes to do the kicking for West Central once again.
Carnes teeing the ball up for the Heat.
Lane Huffman back for the return.
Going
to be a deep kick this time. Huffman's going to go retreat back to about the 15-yard line to pick it up. He's going to return it down the far sideline, cut it back inside, and then step out of bounds, it looked like.
Huffman's out of bounds just past the 30-yard line. 1st and 10, Spartans.
So that's where BPC will start. 1st and 10, 5:56 to play in the first half.
Was it ball on the 31-yard line? That's what Sarge puts it at, so that's what I'll go with also. I used to say it's radio. They can't see it anyways, but now they can. They can see it. Powell takes the snap, going to fake the handoff, bring it up the middle. Powell's going to have a nice gain here. He's going to get it up close to a first down, a gain of about 8. It'll bring up a second and 2 from the 40-yard line.
40-yard line. 2nd and 2 for BPC.
Chris, you see how there's this nice big green patch right here?
Mm-hmm.
After this play, I'll tell you the story on that one.
All righty.
Ben takes the snap, handoff to Lane Huffman off the right side. He's going to have enough for a Spartan first down. Across midfield and all the way down to about the 47-yard line.
Into the green patch.
A gain of about 12 for Huffman. So I told Coach Schisler that I would check the sprinkler system for him. Used to do it for Rodis when I'm working, come out and make sure that it hadn't stopped or anything. Well, the battery had went dead on the unit to bring it back. So it had been out there in the middle for about 6 hours watering that one spot.
Well, that one spot looks really good. Snap to Powell.
He's going to take it upfield and get a gain of about 2.
Powell with a gain of a couple.
Well, they're going to mark it on the 45. We said it was at the 47, so that's a gain of 2 for Powell.
Clock down to 4:40 to play in the first half.
And I think that kind of the same thing happened down here. The reel stopped working, so that there's a little green patch there, but – Four and a half minutes to go here in the first half. Powell takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Huffman. He's going to throw it over the field. Intended receiver was Jake Willie.
Powell's pass intended for number 2, Jake Willie, falls incomplete.
So that'll stop the clock with 4:18 to play.
Bring up a 3rd and 8 now for the Spartans. One wide receiver. A little inside reverse play. That's a nice play here for the Spartans. It's going to be a first down. Pierce on the carry.
Inside pass to.
Actually, that's going to be that's a completed pass.
Tanner Pierce, 42.
First down.
Down to about the 32.
So, trying to remember where it was at.
The 45, wasn't it?
45. So gain of 17 on the reception. Going to fake the screen, going to loft it down this field. He's got Huffman open, touchdown. 28-yard reception by Lane Huffman.
Pretty ball from Ben Powell. And that makes it a 54-12 lead. West Central, 3:54. Pretty pass from Ben Powell on that.
Yeah.
It hit Huffman right in stride in the end zone.
And he turned, did the pump fake to the screen on the outside, and everyone came up. And
that gave him enough room to get that ball in there, and another touchdown for BPC.
Going to roll out near side, look to throw it. Under pressure. Just had nowhere to go. Too many white jerseys in front of him.
Powell gets brought down in the backfield.
So 3:46 remaining here in the first half. The Spartans find pay dirt once again. 54-12 the score now. The Heat on top.
We'll be back in just a moment.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today. and make your voice heard.
And welcome back to Bushnell-Prairie City High School here on TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We're brought to you by our pre- and post-game sponsor, that's JoJo's Gaming Parlor. They offer the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH Events, live on the big screens. Come join your friends at JoJo's, located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell, and cheer the Spartans on to victory.
Francisco Galan Ardea teeing the ball up to the Spartans.
Ardea has it teed up for the Spartans.
Drosty and Stevenson back deep again for West Central.
Another nice, good kick all the way down here. Stevenson on the carry, or on the catch. Finally, the blue jersey is able to wrap him up to about the 36-yard line. Is that the foreign exchange student, Sarge?
Tackled by Parker Guffey.
The kicker, is that the foreign exchange student?
1st and 10, Heat.
I didn't know if it was him or 50.
And we've got a timeout on the field, 3:39 to play here in the first half. And thanks for tuning in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We're brought to you by Raritan State Bank, Bushnell branch, located at 360 South Green Street in Bushnell. They offer full-service banking and loan services for all your banking needs. Come visit the bank. Friendly service, call them at 309-772-2345. Good luck, Spartans. Bushnell Banking Center is an equal housing lender and member FDIC. Also brought to you by King Family Chiropractic. With locations in Bushnell and Macomb, they support the Bushnell-Prairie City Athletics. They offer office hours in Macomb Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and Bushnell Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday. To set an appointment, call 309-837-MyDC. That's 6932. They also perform DOT and CDL physicals for just $85.
Yep.
Seen a lot of Dr. King the last few weeks.
I haven't been to him in a while. I do get my CDL physical from him, so. 1st and 10 now for the Heat. Ball on the 37-yard line. Ball on the ground.
New number in at quarterback, I believe. Yep, number 7 was at quarterback. Gage Stempson. We got some newer numbers back there, Jeff, for the Heat.
Loss of 4.
Yeah, I think I see number 22 in the backfield. Kyle Layferry. That handoff's going to go to another new number
81.
in the back.
Cody Wade. Is Hutman going to be able to catch him? Oh, he did. He tripped him up.
Hunter Schrader with the run.
That was Ben Powell on the trip up, excuse me.
Ben Powell runs him down all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Ben Powell. 1st down, Heat.
57-yard run all the way down to the 5-yard line, so 1st and goal on the 5. Cody Wade, a freshman running back, gets all the way down there and he's saying right in the clock, Sarge.
And no, nice stop right at the goal line.
22 on the carry.
That Beekman on the stop.
I couldn't see who was on the tackle, but it'll be a 3-yard carry for number 22.
Short carry for Kyle Layferry.
Handoff to Layferry right up the middle. He's going to be in for the touchdown, so a 2-yard run for the score.
Layferry with a run in for a Heat touchdown.
That'll make it a 60-12 lead, 2:45 to play.
Two-point conversion, going to be an option play to the near side, and he's just going to get blown up in the backfield.
Jalen Conley on the
Point
stop.
conversion, no good. Stopped by number 3, Jalen Conley. With 2:48 remaining in the first half, it is West Central Heat 60, BPC 12.
So with 2:48 to play, it's now a 60-12 lead for West Central, and we'll be back.
Every day, we walk through these doors, not knowing what waits. It's not easy, but we do it every day because our mission is you. Providing you compassionate care and providing you the best possible patient experience. McDonough District Hospital.
And welcome back to Bushnell-Prairie City High School.
Some scores, trying to see some here from around the area. Looks like Rova Williamsfield is on top of Abington Avon, 27-6 at half. And in the third quarter, it's the Macomb Bombers 16 and Rushville Industry 6.
Thanks to those score updates, Jeff. Here it's 60-12 in the half that'll never end. 2:48 to play here in the first half. Huffman back deep for BPC. Carnes in to kick it away for the West Central Heat.
He's going to go ahead and kick it deep and let Lane have another shot at it.
At the 20-yard line.
Lane's going to take it to the far sideline. Lots of running room at the far sideline. Going to cut it back to the center of the field where he's going to get brought down at about the 46-yard line.
Return of 26. .240 to play now.
First and 10, ball on the 46-yard line for the Spartans. Wide receiver splits to the far side. Wide receiver splits out here to the near side. Gonna take the snap, gonna give the handoff to Lane Huffman up the middle. He's gonna bounce off a tackler. Lane's gonna fight his way forward for about a yard. Ben tried to get in there and
to help block,
and actually ran right in front of him. But
so good run, good hard run there for Huffman for a yard. Clock down to 2:15 to play first half.
Direct snap, going to fake the handoff to Huffman. Little dump pass out to Huffman on the far side. Going to cut it back in.
Still on his feet.
Nice little catch and run there by Lane Huffman.
5-yard gain for Huffman.
It already says a 5-yard gain. We'll say 5, I
Sure.
guess. I would have given him 6, but.
So down to a minute 35 on the clock.
A third and a short 4, long 3. I think there's an equipment issue. They're saying Kramer has to come out of the game for something. That'll let us get to see number 67, Katie English, checking in here at center. Katie English. So they start the clock back up. Powell's going to keep it on the fake handoffs. He's going to have enough for a first down.
Powell, the keeper.
Get down to the 840.
Gain of 7 for Powell and a first down for the Spartans. Ben's going to drop back, look to pass. A lot of pressure underneath. He had 2 wide receivers in the same area and threw it kind of in between both of them. Dalton Huffman and Sean Link both right there, and he kind of threw it in between both of them.
Yep. So that'll stop the clock with 50.9 seconds to play.
Bring up a 2nd and 10 now.
2nd and 10, Spartans.
Wide receiver near side. Quick pitch here to Dalton Huffman up the center. We're going to have a holding play. Dalton's going to have a nice run of almost 15 yards, but it's going to be for naught.
Dalton Huffman with the run. Good for a first down. There is a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. Holding against the Spartans is the call.
.4 seconds on the clock.
It actually would have been a 15-yard completion.
Right.
Ten-yard penalty from the spot foul, which was on the line of scrimmage right there at the end. That you could see the far end holding when Dalton came around the corner.
Right, made the turn.
Yep.
The Spartans up. Back to the Spartans up 10 yards. 2nd and 20.
Ben going to fake the pitch and then fake the other pitch and keep it outside. Probably going to get knocked out of bounds, but give him about almost a gain of 17, it looks like.
It's going to make it a 3rd down and about 3.
Give him a gain of 18. It's going to be
3rd and 2.
3rd and 2 for BPC.
25 seconds on the clock.
He faked that inside pitch and then faked the option pitch and then just took it himself up the middle.
Yep. So 3rd down and 2.
Going to loft one out once again for Lane. And that one he just hesitated a little bit too long. Lane had his hand up about 2 seconds before the ball went out. And if Powell could have let it go then, he would have had him, but
so that'll stop the clock with 19 seconds to go. 4th and 2
Alex McGraw
for BPC.
Fourth down here for the Spartans. Going to be a straight quarterback keeper off the near side. He's going to run it out of bounds and have enough for a first down. Gain of about 5 for Powell and a BPC first down.
Stops the clock with 14.8 seconds to play.
Powell drops back, looking to throw, pump fake, throws down the sideline, wide open. Lane Huffman couldn't keep his feet to get inside the end zone, but he's going to go out of bounds at about the 1, it looks like.
At about the 3-yard line.
3-yard
looks like the 3-yard line, so a gain of 24 on the reception.
24-yard gain.
So it'll be 1st and goal at the 3 with 8.9 seconds to play. See, BPC can punch one in before the intermission. We're near 8:30 already on this Friday evening.
8.9 seconds. BPC trying to get on the board before halftime. Bow's going to keep it near side. He's going to follow some blockers, power his way in, and be in for the touchdown. 3-yard run, Ben Powell, and a touchdown.
With the 3-yard run.
Even with the 2-point conversion, Chris, it still leaves it a 40-point game.
That makes it 60-18. Should have had another scoring summary sheet. Almost filled it up here in the first half. 4.8 seconds to play. BPC going to come out single back with 2 receivers. Intended pass was Sean Link on the far side, and that's going to go incomplete.
PAT attempt is no good.
So with 4.8 seconds to play, it's now 60-18. Thanks again for tuning in to TSSR Game Time Live, presented by MDH. We're brought to you by Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell. For over 100 years, Farmers and Merchant State Bank of Bushnell has been servicing the local community's needs, personal and business banking, as well as home and agriculture lending, and its trust department. Stop by the main branch at 484 East Main Street or their dry pet facility on Cole Street to learn more. Farmers and Merchants is a member FDIC and equal housing lender. Also brought to you by Webb Family Farms. They've been growing corn, soybeans, and Spartans for 5 generations. Nathan, Lisa, Jamie, Cyrus, Terry, and Linda wish all BPC athletes good luck this season.
So 4.8 seconds here to go in the first half. The first half that just won't end, Chris. We're over an hour and a half into this game, and we're still in the first half.
Still have halftime and a second half of football.
Yeah.
Isaiah Stepson, Caden Drosty back deep for the Heat. Francisco Galan Ardea set to kick for BPC.
Set to do the kicking for BPC. Line drive kick by Ardea. This time is going to go out of bounds at about the 25-yard line. So
at the 25.
You think this should be placed at the 35, but I haven't been right yet on the new. There must be a new kick thing, because it used to be it was at the 35 unless it was on this side of the 35, then it was a spot placement. So they are going to spot it right on the 35-yard line.
5-yard penalty. Ball on the 35.
Drosty is in the backfield once again for the Heat here with 4.8 seconds, and they're just going to take a knee.
And so at halftime, it'll be a 60-18 lead in favor of the West Central Heat. We'll be back in just a couple moments.
Every day, we walk through these doors, not knowing what waits. It's not easy, but we do it every day because our mission is you. Providing you compassionate care and providing you the best possible patient experience. McDonough District Hospital.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today and make your voice heard.
Fireball by Miami rapper Pitbull was released in the summer of 2014. It was declared triple platinum in 2020 for selling over 3 million copies. It was the first song your BPC band seniors learned as freshmen in 2019. It became a favorite, and it has been requested ever since. Here is Fireball. The 2018 film A Star Is Born was nominated for 8 Oscars. It won only one category, Best Original Song. Co-written by Lady Gaga and performed with co-star Bradley Cooper, Shallow has sold well over 4 million copies. Here is Shallow.
the BPC band here at halftime. 62-18, the halftime score in favor of West Central.
The BPC band and band boosters would like to thank Mr. Bob Miller and the band Old Dogs New Tricks for their generous donation of $1,500 last night at the Bushnell Fall Festival. Thank you, Mr. Miller and Old Dogs New Tricks.
BPC will start with the football in the second half. Band is now exiting the field. We're going to step aside and we'll be back here in just a few moments.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today and make your voice heard.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
Welcome back to Bushnell-Prairie City High School. About 5 minutes or so on the halftime clock. 60-18 our score. And Jeff, you want to run down some of the stats? I won't have you go through the scoring summary because we probably don't have time to go through all that here at halftime.
Yeah, we'll start with the visiting West Central stats. As we said before the game, that the name you're going to hear a lot is Drosky. 13 carries, 214 yards, 4 scores for that young man. Meldrum, 5 carries, 88 yards. Carnes, quarterback, 7 carries, 36 yards. And then there towards the end, the last possession, the freshman running back, Cody Wade, 1 carry for 57 yards, and Layferry, 2 carries for 5 yards. Carnes has 4 completions for 85 yards. One of those a 51-yard reception to Stevenson. For Bushnell-Prairie City High School, Ben Powell leading the rushing with 11 carries for 96 yards, followed by Lane Huffman, 7 carries for 57 yards. Ben does have 9 completions for 91 yards, 65 of those going to Lane Huffman. Lane has 4 receptions for 65 yards. Sean Link, 2 receptions for 9. Dalton Huffman, 1 reception for 8. And Tanner Pierce 2 receptions for 19 yards. That's the offensive stats. I can actually do this real quick, Chris, because it's pretty much going to be saying the same thing over. We're going to start the scoring at 10:23. 60-yard run by Drosty, 2-point conversion good. 5 minutes later, a 10-yard run by Carnes made it 16-0 after the 2-point conversion. 2:33 left in the first quarter. It was a 25-yard run by Drosty, 2-point conversion good. 24-0 at the end of 1. Second quarter saw a 38-yard run by Drosty, a 3-yard run by Carnes, a 5-yard run by Drosty. Made the score 46-0 after all the 2-point conversions were tacked on. BPC finally got on the board with 6:19 remaining with a 5-yard run by Powell. That was answered by a 66-yard run by Meldrum. Made the score 54-6, and then a 28-yard pass from Powell to Lane Huffman. Made the score 54-12. And we had a 2-yard run by Layferry to made it 60-12, and then with 4.8 seconds, a 3-yard run by Powell. For the score here at halftime, 60-18, West Central on top of your BPC Spartans.
I would suspect, and I did hear the official say we'll get the extra 3 minutes on the clock here. So while we've got some time, we'll tell you about some more of those fantastic TSSR Game Time Live sponsors, including Heil Enterprises and Heil Trucking. They can take your product down the road near or far and also offer top-notch heavy-duty truck and trailer repair. Second-generation business continues to grow and continues to support BPC Athletics. Stop by and see Danny or Travis on Route 41 South of Prairie City, or call them at 309-775-3333. And also M&B Furniture, the Bushnell's only furniture store. They are a mainstay in the community and offer free deliveries within 40 miles. So everything you need to furnish your new home or replenish an old one. Stop and see the fine folks at 41 West Main Street, or find them on Facebook, Instagram, or the web at www.mnbfurnitureinc.com. You can give them a call, 309-772-2111. Also brought to you by our main sponsor, that is McDonough District Hospital. The MDH athletic trainers in the MDH Rehabilitation Center, with locations in Bushnell and Macomb, provide expert help to Spartan student athletes in the prevention, care, and rehabilitation of all athletic injuries. Learn more at mdh.org. McDonough District Hospital, more than a hospital caring. Also the community news brief for all your local news. Subscribe to the Community News Brief Weekly Edition, mailed directly to your home every Friday. As an option, you can also receive Monday and Wednesday editions by email. All this for only $42 per year, or $38 per year if you're 65 or older. Single copies can be purchased at select locations in Bushnell, Colchester, and Blandonsville. What?
Is that your discount?
14. Macomb Bombers.
15 years from that.
Man, I'm 20 years from it, so.
I figured that's where you were going when you're giving me the look.
7, Monmouth Roseville 6.
Yeah. Innocent Mr. Jeff right over here. Always innocent, right? Rosie's Pizza, offering something for everyone with pasta sandwiches. And, of course, pizza, dine in or carry out at 458 East Main Street in Bushnell. They also deliver to Good Hope, Adair, and all points in between. For delivery, call 309-772-2101. As we get the 3 minutes back on the clock.
Sarge wanted to give him an extra warm-up period for
30 minutes. This rate, we wouldn't be out of here until midnight. We'll be here talking about Saturday morning football. So 60-18, halftime score. What can you say, Jeff? I mean, West Central was good last year. Kind of got bit by the injury bug after we played them last year. Had some key guys go down. Didn't do as well. I mean, I thought they'd be one of the top 3 or 4 teams going in. Seeding came back, but they've got another really good ball club in Biggsville.
Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, they're preseason talk second-ranked team in the state right now. But when they're talking 8-man football, this is one of the top teams in the state. They're talking about. if I'm going to look for the silver lining in this, Chris, that we have 2 new coaches and they're figuring things out. One of the things that the offense has figured out is what's working and what's not working.
Right.
We're not doing the same thing. You know, what's the definition of crazy? Doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result.
Right.
We're not doing that. He's changed it up. We're doing different things. And the score, I mean, we have 18. We went almost the entire quarter and a half without putting points on the board.
So we got 18 in the last half of the the second quarter there.
So Coach Schlissler has found some things. Hey, you know what? And we've got it's the quicker movements, not the plays that take some time to develop. It's the misdirections. And these are things that Coach Schlissler's actually talked to me about. He's just like, we got to be quick hitting. We don't have the size. And it kind of surprised me to start out as slow, I guess, as we did compared to what it was like that last half of the second quarter.
Well, like I made that comment, I think, in this right before we scored that first time. We had some success on Ben dropping back, bringing some of the defenders in and doing that nice little dump screen pass. And we saw there, as that worked more, he hits on the big 20-plus yard touchdown to Lane Huffman there. That opened up the deep ball a little bit, like you spoke about in the first half.
Yep. Hitting Dalton a couple times over the middle, hitting Sean Link a couple times over the middle, with everyone bringing that pressure to him. And as I said, that's going to open up that backside, and that's exactly what he did. He dropped back, he pump faked it to that sideline, and then just turned right down the middle of the field. Lane was wide open. Saw it again later on, except for Lane ran a wheel route. He ran an out route to the sideline and then turned it upfield. He was wide open. There was no one around him. He had to go up and catch a high pass, the athleticism to go up and get that ball. He tried his best to stay in bounds to try to get that score, but, he got it down to the 3-yard line and scored on the next play.
Right. So we are just about ready for the second half here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School. (60-18) the halftime score. BPC will get the football to start the second half.
I've only got room to write down one more score, so.
We will have continual clock in the second half.
We will. Sarge, to explain that to you? Okay. Change of possession. It's the only time you got to hit the button. Well, I mean, you can be slow on it. I'm trying to remember where we were last time that was a running clock. I want to say it was like Pawnee last year. They didn't stop it, period.
Nope.
No one said a word. We did. We're like, what's the clock supposed to? All right, we had that 2.5-hour drive home. We weren't complaining.
That was
Lane Huffman back deep to start the second half.
That was a long night down in
Mason Carnes.
Carnes to kick off. Huffman back deep for BPC.
Going to kick it deep down the far sideline. Going to take a.
We'll take it.
He threw the flag before the ball
went out of
well,
bounds. Keep the clock running. Oh, he's signaling.
He's signaling run it.
Yeah, they. I don't understand the whole. We've got a shorter field.
Listen to what they mean, Sarge, not what they say.
I don't. You've got a shorter field. Why we've seen a lot here tonight. Balls kicked out of bounds, taking that such a sharp angle because you've got less field to work with.
Conley in the backfield now with Powell. He's going to take the handoff, bounce it outside. Conley's going to go for a touchdown on his first carry, maybe.
Yep.
Little stiff arm and then down the sideline.
65 yards. That'll make it a 60-24 lead for West Central.
That's a signal for them down there. Nothing, you're good. He was making a signal for the other officials.
So they're going to send one receiver out. Connolly back in the backfield again. 2 points going to fail.
Connolly's running the 65 yards. Point after attempt is no good. With 11 minutes and 10 seconds left.
So 11-10 to play. 60-24 in favor of West Central.
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
Back here to Bushnell-Prairie City High School. Well, that was a good start for BPC to start off the second half.
Yeah, it was. Jalen Conley, and I just kind of, well, we're going to start with a touchdown, just kind of maybe make a wish and let it happen.
Right.
And he literally just kind of stutter-stepped that kid and went around the corner. I'm like, he really is going to take it to the house.
Not a bad way for your first carry of the season.
Gives you a pretty good yards per carry average.
Yeah.
I mean, even if he goes for none on the next carry, he's still got a really good average per carry.
Right. $60-24 in favor of West Central.
Dia has it teed up for the Spartans.
Nice kick.
Nice end over end kick, fielded at about the 18-yard line.
81, Cody Wade on the return.
He's going to be brought down at about the 46-yard line by Dalton Huffman and Brock. I almost said Beek Brockman. Brock Beekman.
So West Central will start 1st and 10 at their own 47.
At the 47-yard line.
And continual clock here in the second half. 10:40 to play, third quarter.
Back. I kind of lost the ball at the snap. I don't know if it was a muff snap or what it was, but
Stimson on the keeper. That's going to lose a yard.
Number 7. Loss of 1 on the play, and I saw the ball get snapped, and then I just kind of lost it. I wasn't for sure if it was what happened there at the line of scrimmage, but loss of 1, and this time it's going to go a handoff up the middle to the fullback. He's going to get back what was lost and a little extra.
22, Kyle Layferry.
He's going to bring up a 3rd and call it 3. So a gain of 8 for Layferry.
3rd and 3.
Third and 3 here for the Heat. Handoff up the middle, look like to Layferry. He's going to drag some blue jerseys with him, have enough for a first down. Going to be brought down at right about the 40-yard line.
Just beyond the first down marker.
Gain of about 6.
Jalen Conley on the stop.
Gain of 6 for him that time. Enough for my first down for the Heat. Fullback once again. This time, no, I guess the quarterback actually kept it. 7 had the ball.
Stimson with the run.
Stimson for no gain. 0. Brings up a 2nd and 10 now for the Heat.
Clock down to 8:25 to play here, third quarter.
Took us 35 minutes to do that in the first half. Quarterback's going to keep it once again. He's going to turn it upfield and have a gain of 5. Stimson on a 5-yard carry. Bring up 3rd and 5 now for the Heat.
Ethan Pierce and Dalton Huffman on the stop for BPC.
Gain of 5, 3rd and 5.
So West Central not in any hurry to come to the line.
Quarterback's going to keep it right up behind the fullback this time. Stinson's going to go for a gain of 11, 12. Gain of 12 for Stimson.
Down to about the 23.
Stimson with a 12-yard gain. First down, Heat.
1st and 10 now. Ball on the 24-yard line. Layferry on the carry. He's going to have a gain of about 4, maybe 5.
Layferry stacked up by Gary Hughes and Jalen Conley. 5-yard gain for Layferry.
Gain of 5 for Layferry. Bring up a 2nd and 5. Going to be a counter play here near sideline. Nice trip up there.
Parker Guppy, a freshman, on the stop for BPC.
And that probably saved a touchdown.
Parker Guppy with a stop.
4-yard gain for...
4-yard gain, 3rd and 1 yard to go.
Wade. 3rd and 1. We're going to have an illegal procedure against the Heat. That'll move them back 5.
False start is the call. Five-yard penalty. 3rd and 6.
So a 3rd and 6 now after the penalty. Going to be a handoff to Layferry. A short gain, maybe 2. Bring up 4th, and we're going to call it 4.
Gain of 2.
Maybe, yeah.
4th and 4 for the Heat.
So 4th and 4. Clock down to 5 minutes to play, 3rd quarter.
I think this is the first 4th down we've seen for...
If it isn't, they sure have not had many.
It's the 2nd. Quarterback's going to try to keep it. Dalton Huffman's going to wrap him up from behind, just pull him backwards. That's going to be a turnover on downs. The official makes sure to keep the arm winding, so we know up here to...
Turnover on downs. First down, Spartans.
Well, we got a second. We can tell you about Sports Corner at 124, Macomb's original local sports bar. Sports Corner at 124 with a focus on local sports. Catch WIU games and all the area TSSR Game Time live broadcast at Sports Corner at 124, all while enjoying your favorite cold drink at some of the best food in West Central Illinois. Stop in and say hi at 124 North Randolph Street in Macomb.
Spartans take over on turnover down. 1st and 10, ball on their own 16-yard line. Ben Powell's going to keep it on the run up the middle.
Nice break on some tackles, still on his feet.
Ben Powell with a run.
All the way up to about the 32-yard line. 16-yard run for Ben. First and 10 now for the Spartans.
penalty marker.
False start on the Spartans.
False start, BPC.
We see Brock Meekman check in and Ardelius check out. So 1st and 15 now after the penalty. High snap. Ben does a good job corralling it. Throws it over the middle. Incomplete. Intended receiver.
10.
Talon Love.
Talon Love.
Receiver. Pass is incomplete. Second and 15.
Second and 15 now for the Spartans. 2 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Powell's going to take the snap, fake the handoff. Quarterback keeper around the end here. He's going to be drug out of bounds, but not before he gets a first down.
Nice run out to about the 45-yard line. Clock down a minute and a half to play.
10, 17-yard. I was trying to count with my toes so I get it was over 10. I had to get the extra digits to count. 1st and 10 for the Spartans. Ball on the 45-yard line. Hand off to Lane Huffman. He's wrapped up in the backfield.
Huffman tackled in the backfield by
Loss of about 5.
21. Hunter Schrader.
3.
Loss of 4.
Four.
Right in between, Chris.
That'll work.
Right, we'll average it.
That works for me. Clock down to 45 seconds to play here in the third quarter.
Second and 14 now for the Spartans. Powell the lone setback. Motion. Oh, we're going to have a flag as
the far side
Huffman
and Woolley took off a little too soon.
False start once again against the Spartans.
That'll be it for the third quarter.
That'll bring the third quarter to a close.
As we head to quarter number 4. 60-24 in favor of West Central. We'll be back in just a moment.
We're an 11-bed ER. I pride myself on every day that the patients get what they need and see a physician when they need it. We want them to be headed towards the road of recovery when they leave here. I feel like we have nurses that care so much. We're more than a team. It's a family, and we want what's best for the patient.
Ben Powell going to drop back. The official there to try to make the tackle. Ben's going to pull it down, ring around near sideline. Run over one guy that was a sort of tackler.
He's going to take it.
Huffman's going to make the block to spring him, so it's going to be a 64-yard lane.
Ben Powell with a
Yeah.
64-yard run for the touchdown.
We saw Ben earlier try to come up, make a block for Lane, and there you saw Lane make the,
return the favor there.
Yep.
That was awesome.
The only guy out there, and Lane threw a body into him, and
so that'll make it a 60-30 lead. Score coming to 11:18 to play here in the fourth quarter. I'm going to take the snap, single back, and we get flags.
Penalty marker.
No signal from the officials. I mean, we know what it was.
yeah, but they didn't, unless they
now
moved
they
it
just saw it offside on
Offside, West Central.
West Central.
half the distance to the goal.
So from about the 1.5.
Ben's going to keep it around near side, and he's going to be in for the two-point conversion.
Two-point conversion is good by Ben Powell with 11:18 to go in the contest. West Central 60, BPC 28. 32.
And so with 11:18 to play, it's now a 60-32 lead for BPC. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Maybe.
No, we're not.
Can you hit it on there?
We're an 11-bed ER. I pride myself on every day that the patients get what they need and see a physician when they need it. We want them to be headed towards the road of recovery when they leave.
Teeing the ball up for the Spartans.
And we're back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School. We're having some issues with our computer mouse refusing to work.
Ardea has it teed up for the Spartans on the 40-yard line. He's had some really good kicks tonight.
Yeah, he has.
Got under that one a little bit. Kicked it to the far sideline. Wade going to bring it up, and he's going to get wrapped up finally. I was going to say the Huffman clan on the tackle.
Dalton Huffman on the tackle.
Dalton, the initial contact made, and then
number 35, Lucas
helped cleaned up by his brother Lane. First and 10, ball on the 36.
.30 to play here in the fourth quarter.
Okay, now let's do it. For real this time.
Nice hit. Nate Kramer. 32. Keaton Kane on the carry.
Kane, the ball carrier. Loss of 5.
Definitely getting some some guys in some playing time now. As you look at the young man on the end closest to us, that's a little guy right there.
Right.
Hand off to the fullback up the middle. Trying to see a number.
Layferry, the ball carrier.
Layferry, the carry.
Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. Gain of
Number
5.
16 there on the end. That's Jordan Kane for West Central.
So we'll bring up a 3rd and 10 now for the Heat. Just about 9 minutes to go here in the contest.
Down to 9 minutes on the clock.
Kane, the ball carrier.
I'm guessing this is probably a lot of their freshmen.
A little confusion there on that handoff in the backfield as
4th and 9.
Kane and Stimpson ran into each other on the handoff.
So 4th down here.
8:30 to play now on the clock.
False start.
Going to be a false start on the Heat. Going to be a 4th and about 14 now for the Heat. I think they're content with taking a delay of game penalty.
Yep, those are down to 7:20 to play. Get their punt team in for their first punt of the night.
Or they'll bring their starting offense back in and run a play.
Or they, yeah, that's a possibility too.
I mean, it's only 4th and about 19.
Oh, guess who's back to punt?
Right.
Mr. Drost.
Dalton Huffman back for the Spartans.
Back it up to about his 46-yard line.
Good end over end kick. Going to chase Dalton back. The ball's going to go out of bounds at about the 35-yard line.
Puck goes out of bounds at the 35. Spartan football, 1st and 10.
So Spartans will take over. Once they get on the field, I'm guessing this will be right around the 6-minute mark in the contest.
While we got a moment, we can tell you some more of our sponsors. That would include Good Hope Gardens, located at 445 East Main Street in Good Hope, just east of the North Elementary School, open April to October, Monday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Sunday, 10 to 4 for all your fresh produce needs. Be sure to follow their Facebook page for daily updates. Currently, they have pumpkins and other fall goodies available. Grover and Mary Jo DeCounter and family invite you to Good Hope Gardens. Come see where it's grown. 5:50 to go.
New quarterback in, number 10, Talon Love at quarterback. He's going to keep it near side and kind of slip. Probably going to get knocked out of bounds.
With the run.
About the 40.
We got to see Talon a little bit last year. The unfortunate thing is
yes,
I think one of the very first plays that he had, he fractured his kneecap. He's going to get a gain of 5 on that one. It'll be 2nd and 5 for the Spartans.
Winding down to 5:10 to play.
Handoff to Conley. He's going to go right up the middle. Look at him just breaking off, spinning tackles. All the way down to about the 34-yard line.
Gives the ball past the 35. to about the 33-yard line. First down.
28 yards on the carry.
Down to 4:35 to go, fourth quarter.
Love going to look to pass. He's going to set back there, sets it up, throws a nice looking ball down the far sideline, but Conley kind of stopped his route.
Number 3, Jalen Conley.
That's an impressive throw.
Southpaw at that.
Across the field, that was on a line.
That was like, yeah, nice spiral. Did get one final. Macomb 36, Russell Industries 6.
Flag on the play.
That fell out of his pocket.
Flag is waved off.
.330 to play, 60-32.
Love alone in the backfield. Going to roll out near side. Going to stop. Going to go back now the other side.
Nice
Ball in his left hand.
Kramer. Oh.
Love's going to have a nice run, but it's not going to be for naught. They're going to, are they going to call that like the blindside block or something like that?
I don't know how that's blindside when he turned around. I mean, it was. Oh.
Yeah, watching it there
on
the screen
replay.
where we got a replay, and I'm not for sure. He didn't do anything that they say not to do. The kid had turned around completely, and but that call isn't going to make or break this contest.
Nope.
It's 60-32 here. So it's going to bring up a second and a country mile now for the Spartans.
30-ish.
Roll out near side, and he's going to spin away, but he's going to slip and fall. So 10 more yards back. So third and 42.
Third down.
90 seconds to go.
Sarge, is this a country mile? Is that the official distance on this one? Little meeting of the minds there. Oh, right through his hands. Link even went and told him, hey, I'm open right there, and just right through his hands.
Clock down under 1 minute to play.
It'll be was that third down?
It's fourth now.
So
that was third.
So this is fourth down. We'll run one more play. Maybe we can get a first down.
Sure.
I mean,
crazier things have happened.
We've seen a few 65-yard games tonight. That'll just be a first down by a yard or so.
That will probably be the final play of the night.
I was ready for the sideline over there to call timeout.
City, West Central Heat 60, BPC 32.
And that is a final 60-32.
Good job, Sarge.
We will be back and get into the JoJo's Gaming Parlor postgame show in just a moment.
Every day, we walk through these doors, not knowing what waits. It's not easy, but we do it every day because our mission is you. Providing you compassionate care and providing you the best possible patient experience. McDonough District Hospital.
MTC Communications is building a high-speed fiber network in our community, and we're putting priority on the areas with the greatest interest. That means we need your input to let us know you want us to build fiber in your area first. Experience the speed and convenience of fiber internet by visiting our special website and registering. Let us know you want fiber internet today and make your voice heard.
I couldn't ask for a better agent, for a better company in a disaster where you have no idea where to start.
I learned that there's not a given in life. It takes a team. There's people that are going to watch out for us and they care.
It's been pretty stressful. Once we saw Lori and got our plan, it's
Like a huge weight lifted.
Back here at Bushnell-Prairie City High School, 60-32, the final score. West Central coming out on top tonight. We are in the JoJo's Gaming Parlor postgame show. JoJo's Gaming Parlor offers the best gaming experience in the McDonough County area. Stop in for a cold drink and a chance to take home a nice wad of cash while you're at it. Also on game nights, check out the TSSR Game Time live presented by MDH Events live on the big screen. Come join your friends at JoJo's located at 776 North Cole Street in Bushnell and cheer the Spartans on to victory. Thank you again for tuning in to TSSR Game Time Live presented by MDH. Kind of a fast start kind of set the tempo there for West Central, but BPC did a pretty good job after about the midpoint of that second quarter on.
Right. Yeah, I mean, we can't take anything from the second half in a game like this. I mean, you got enough of your, fresh soft players and stuff in, so there's not a lot you can take from the second half, but that the second half of that second quarter, though, like we talked about at halftime, the adjustments that were made, there's a lot of positives to take from that point there on.
Right.
And, granted, the score was already out of reach by that point, but there were some things that they can move forward. Like, hey, you know what? This is what we need to do with this offense. These things don't work. These things are working, and we can build from there. And as first-year coaches, this is, these are the growing pains we're going to go through.
Yep. And I said no slouch on the other side at all.
Right.
BPC, the one, I guess, bad that you got to turn around and you lose a day of practice this upcoming week because of the Thursday night game at Cambridge.
Yep. Tell you what, let's go to a commercial. We'll get the camera set up. Both coaches are coming up for the interview, so we'll set it up for this direction, and we'll be back with you guys here in just a couple minutes.
At Country Financial, we enjoy serving the community in which we live, big or small.
I love living in the Blandonsville area. It's where I grew up, went to school, and decided to raise my family. I never had a desire to live or work anywhere other than in a small town. I feel lucky to help my longtime friends and neighbors with their insurance needs. It's like working with family every day.
I'm Brett Powell, your local Country Financial representative, whose door is always open to work with you.
Do we need to do another commercial?
MDH has committed to having a top-notch OB-GYN unit.
The new facility, the Dolores Cater Schweitzer Women's Center, this is a quality facility that the patients need to match the quality of care.
And then we also have a new clinic, which is state-of-the-art.
And here at McDonough, we have a team. And everybody feels like they're a part of the successes that we have.
We have a strong team in our office and in labor and delivery. You will get the best care at McDonough District.
I grew up in a small town in Missouri, and I like the feel of community. I like knowing the people that I take care of and knowing the people around me, providing care for someone that you know is in this community and helping them to get better.
Coaches, tough game tonight. You guys coming out, and you guys played a really good West Central team. We knew coming in that this running back was, he's good, and he showed it tonight. The one thing that, we took coming into this game and watching this is you guys have the growing pains, but that second half of the second quarter, there were some things that clicked offensively and defensively, and what Chris and I were talking about during the game, it looks like that's where you guys kind of had that moment right there where you're like, okay, these things work and maybe these things don't, and you guys were able to go from there.
Yeah, for sure. And, especially from a defensive standpoint, second half we really started moving people around and getting people in different spots and positions to open things up, to try and clog up that middle and to try and really seal that edge for from them getting outside. And so those people we put in those new positions did a really good job at filling in those spots, and that's something me and Coach both talked to them at the end of the game there. That's something we might start doing so that people start seeing more spots, so that we can, rotate people around and get some more help if we've got dead legs and people that need a break.
Yeah. And Coach, offensively, you and I had actually talked about this, just doing things on the field. Yeah. You had some things that you wanted to do offensively because of the talent that you have and the size that you guys have. And it seemed like the same thing is like as you guys went through, all of a sudden it was just like, hey, you know what? These things are working. The quicker plays, and that's things that you and I talked about. Those quick hitters was what looked like started working for you guys.
Yeah, they definitely worked a lot better in the second half. I think during that second quarter especially, we started to click a little bit more, but it's just, refining our routes. Routes got to be more crisp. Linemen got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. It's all things that, we need to work on. Like I said, first game of the season, like me and Coach were just talking about, we're just getting our feet wet. I feel like we have the potential to be a really good team this year, and we can't let this game here define, the rest of the season. So, we're going to keep working. I mean, that's really all we can do right now is just keep working and get better.
Just, of course, these are completely unofficial. Ben Powell, just in the first half, 91 yards passing.
Yeah.
That's something we didn't get to see a whole lot of the last few years. We don't throw the ball around. Ben's kind of your dual threat because he also had 93 yards on the ground. And then when you're able to complement that with Lane on the ground as well, in the first half alone, Lane had 53 yards. And, it seemed like as soon as he touched the ball, though, he was getting hit. So a lot of his yards came after contact.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, and like I said, we didn't even get – we had Jalen. He got a few snaps there. Like, we didn't give him a lot of time. We should have had him a lot more, kind of subbing guys out. But like I said, us being first-time head coaches, we're going to get in the rhythm, getting some more subs in there. And, we got Parker Guppy, too, and he's a hard-nosed football player for a freshman, so we're pretty excited about him as well. So
something I just want to say, because when we did the interview the other day, and I was like, who's the name we're going to say? And you're like Brock Beekman.
Yeah.
This kid hits.
Yeah.
And the first thing he did was lift and draw skip off the ground and just form tackle on the ground. I'm like, and I said, yep, this is something we taled about in the interview.
Absolutely.
And there he's, not calling him a liar there.
Yeah. And, form tackling is one thing, we've been working on all summer, and it didn't show out here tonight, but I'm hoping, we continue to work on it. It's going to show as the season progresses for sure.
Well, coaches, short week of practice. Thursday night game.
Yeah, short turnaround.
Go on the road for the first time this year. How are you guys going to adjust? I know you guys talked to them before the game or just after the game here. What is your time frame here with the short week?
It's going to be challenging. We got practice tomorrow. It's going to be a nice little walkthrough for the JV because they have a game on Monday. So it's going to be a little challenging. We're also calling the offense for JV, so it'll be a little bit of film study on Monday. Tuesday is going to be, our actual, hey, this is what to expect. Maybe watch some more film there at the end of practice. Wednesday's our walkthrough, and then Thursday's game day, kind kind of different. Thursday night football, we're not used to doing that. So very short turnaround.
Biggest thing is that we're playing Ridgewood, so this is their first year at 8-man. So we're not sure what to expect from them. We're just going to watch film on ourselves and break down our own film and just kind of see what we need to fix and find the holes and gaps in our gameplay so that we're ready for them on Thursday. Yep.
A little Spartan on Spartan crime coming up on Thursday. Is there the Spartans? You guys?
Yeah.
So
Yep.
I guess if you're a betting man, you're putting your money on the Spartans for Thursday.
That's right.
Well, coaches, as we said, there's some growing pains, and we saw them there at the beginning. We also saw a lot of good things to look forward to, and I know Chris and I are looking forward to Thursday night and seeing where the progression leads into the second game, and we're excited for the season. So
yep, absolutely. So are we.
Gentlemen, we appreciate you coming up here, and I'll get with you guys whatever day works for you, and we'll sit down and do an interview, and we'll see you back on camera Thursday.
Yeah, man, always a pleasure. Thanks for having us.
All right, thanks, guys.
Yep.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Final score tonight from Bushnell-Prairie City High School, 60-32, as the Spartans fall for their first contest of the year. And we will see you Thursday night as the Spartans will travel up to the co-op for Ridgewoods. For Chris, I'm Jeff. We will see you Thursday.